Hello everyone, and thank you so much for dropping into my channel, Womb Awakening to Love. I'm Madeline Eames, the creator of this channel. If you are looking for a huge library of videos on healing trauma and chronic pain, then go to my other channel, Mindful Living Now. So you might want to hop over there, but I hope you'll stay here with me. So tonight, I thought it would be a good idea for me to tell you a little bit about my story and how I ended up doing what I do, which is transformational womb breath work, which now looking back sounds so bizarre to me. But this happened in a very short period of time. So you might know that my background is in psychotherapy. I've been a therapist for over 30 years, working in so many different capacities with so many people. And being a recovering perfectionist, people pleaser, it made me a really good therapist because I would go to the ends of the earth to just find a way to heal or try a new approach with all of my clients. So I had many, many happy customers, which led to a very busy practice, which led to, over the years, feeling burned out, depleted, fatigued, in a way that I didn't even realize. And now I actually teach about preventing burnout to university psychology students. So I ended up in I ended up in a different city, in a new city, and that was right about the time that COVID hit. And all of my work, I'd just given up an office. I'd given up a very busy private practice in the hope of starting a new one. Well, so life would have it that I was not able to open up a new practice. And I was in a small rented apartment in a new city with my partner, who was working out of town half of the time. And so what this did for me, tell me if this resonates with you. When we are so used to being externally focused in doing and being productive and working, and our identity is wrapped up in that. And for me, it was wrapped up in helping people. How many of us identify ourselves as helpers, as healers? Well, that was pretty much stripped away from me overnight. And I would search online for different jobs and different things that I could do, and really nothing was coming up because everything was shutting down. So this left me with myself in my rented apartment and walking in nature with my dog. And of course, looking after my kids. One son at home at that time. And I went through a whole period of searching and letting go and feeling kind of confused. And then I realized something, that because I had relied on the structure was now crumbling, and what was left was me. This is what happens in our healing journey. And sometimes it looks pretty messy. Sometimes it's like the dark night of the soul, where there's nothing else to grasp onto, and the only way out is in. So somehow life would come along, and I ended up I don't even know how, one of those things, how I came across a breathwork journey online. And I thought, I'm going to take this breathwork journey. I'm kind of curious. I'd done breathing a lot, being a yoga teacher. I'd even published a book on breathing. And I took this journey, and it did nothing short of blow my mind. I came out of that feeling changed in an hour and a half. And I won't go into all, what transpired after that, but all I can say is that magic started showing up in my life. Synchronicities started happening. I realized that the more I did this breath work, the more I was healing lost and disconnected parts of myself. And I started really healing from the inside out. This was at a time where I was burnt out, fatigued, on the edge of all widespread body pain, and I worked in a pain clinic. So I know what that recovery is like. It's not easy. I was scared. I did this breathwork journey, and I knew coming out of that was my life mission. That was what I wanted to do. And I started just breathing more in my body, experimenting with the breath, and I started focusing more on my belly and my abdomen, and started coming up with this idea of womb breath work. And I dove into the womb. I dove into my own womb. And I realized over time, it didn't matter if you had a womb or not. It was still the energy of the space there. If you're a man or a woman, that was the center of my whole creation that I had been looking for my whole life. And then I'll show you. I looked on my desk, and right in front of me was this sculpture that my mom had made and given it to me when after she died. If that is not clearly a womb that holds gold at the center, then I don't know what is. So the other thing I realized was every time I'd gone through a really difficult time in my life, where did it show up? What got shut down? My belly. Eating problems, nausea, period cramps, pains, endometriosis, you name it. That's where the emotions sat. Then I realized this is all borne out in research. So my mission came to be to provide transformational womb breath work to heal trauma, chronic pain, and allow people, mostly women I work with now, to really find their own power of their creativity, their intuition, and reclaim their gut feelings, because their gut feelings lead you towards your desires, and your desires lead you to your life purpose. All right here in your womb chakra center. This is what the ancients have known for millennia, and I only discovered it through my very own body, and so can you. So that's kind of the shortened version of my story and why I am so passionate about this breath work. That is, I see it in every client that I work with. I see lives transformed every day. My life has transformed. I was able to manifest with my family the most beautiful house with the most beautiful view, and work right from this amazing office, this fantastic office that I have. And I love the work that I do. So that's what I want for you. And if this resonates with you, please send me a message. All my contact stuff will be down below. And set up a session. Try it out. See what you think of womb breath work. And what we can do in one session, imagine what we can do in 8 sessions. Those are my packages where lives are changed. I hope this has been interesting for you. And thank you again for being here on my channel. Hit subscribe, leave a comment below. Always love to hear from you. Bye for now.